Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an art haul. A few days ago I went shopping for some new supplies and so I just thought that I would share with you what I bought. I went to Eckersley's, which is a chain of art stores here in Australia. They have a few shops around Victoria and I'd been building a wishlist for a while. So since I was near one of their shops on Friday, I decided to go in and get some of the things that I've been wanting. The first thing I bought was this pack of toned grey cards from Strathmore. They're acid free and you get 10 cards in the pack along with 10 envelopes. I had been looking for the Strathmore watercolour cards as well, but those were sold out in store. For the past few years I've kept on telling myself that I'm going to try and make some individual hand-painted greeting cards. I think I might have left it a bit late again this year to get them done in time for Christmas, but I hope to get some done anyway so that I can send them out for next year. Next is this Strathmore 500 series mixed media art journal. I have just about every kind of paper that you could need except for mixed media, and I wanted a sketchbook where I could try out lots of different mediums in the one place instead of having to reach for a different specialist paper every time. I got the softcover version in the 7.75 by 9.75 inch size and it has £90 acid-free paper. I've heard really good things about the Strathmore Mixed Media 500 series, so I'm really looking forward to trying this out. I also decided to buy the Windsor & Newton watercolour visual journal in the A5 size. I've got large pads of watercolour paper, but nothing particularly portable, so I wanted something that I could take with me if I was travelling or if I wanted to sit and paint outdoors, and this seemed like a really good option. Again, I went for the softcover version. I'm not sure why, but the softcover versions were really speaking to me this time, and the journal has 20 sheets of acid-free 300 GSM paper which is made of 100% cotton, so it shouldn't experience much in the way of warping. So I did Inktober this year, and you can see the drawings that I did in my Inktober sketchbook tour that I put up at the start of the month, but I used fine liners and marker pens when I was drawing those. Anyway, I saw other people using dip pens and ink washes, and it really made me want to get back into trying to use ink again. So I recently dug out my old bottle of Windsor & Newton India ink, and I found that it had completely separated. It was just a solid lump of pigment at the bottom with some muddy looking water floating on top. Everything that I read online said that it couldn't be saved, so I got a new bottle. But this time I got the larger 30ml bottle with a dropper, so that should make it easy to put small amounts into a palette to create washes. I've always found ink to be a bit intimidating to use. Dip pens can certainly be unpredictable, but I'm looking forward to giving it a go again and seeing how I get on. To go along with my ink, I bought a little palette. It's fairly simple, just 5 wells and 5 slanted areas, and I can use this to mix some different washes of ink. Now, in case I need some more droppers for water, or if I buy any other inks, I thought it would be useful to buy this little pack of pipettes. They were fairly inexpensive, and there's 4 in the packet, so they should last me for quite a while. I've been trying out gouache recently, and to reactivate them I was just dropping in some water to each well, but I read that it was easier to mist them with water a little while before you want to use them. So I bought this spray bottle to fill with water so that I can spray my gouache or anything else that I need to mist, and it's only 50ml in size, so it's nice and easy to store. In my last video I mentioned that I found the white Reeves gouache paint was not opaque enough, so I decided to buy a tube of the Windsor & Newton gouache paint in permanent white. There's 2 kinds of white that you can get from Windsor & Newton, and from what I read, the permanent white was the more opaque kind, so that's why I chose this one. And since white can be a frequently used colour, I chose to buy the larger size of tube. I believe zinc white's more semi-opaque, so this is better for mixing with other colours, but for now I'm just going to use my Reeves white to mix. So this was a bit of an unexpected purchase. It definitely wasn't on my wish list, but it was something that I considered buying before. I saw that the books were on sale and went over to have a look, and this one caught my eye. I see other people do adult colouring books and it makes me want to do it as well because I know that I loved colouring in as a child. Let's face it, who didn't love colouring in when they were a child? So I decided to go ahead and buy it, and it turned out cheaper than I thought it would be. There wasn't a price on it, only the original UK price, which was £12.99, but I think I paid less than $12 for it, so that makes it less than £7 if you convert it, so about half price. There are some really intricate patterns in here. It's definitely not the same as the colouring books that you would have done when you were about 5 years old, so it'll take a while to do, but I think it'll be quite fun and something a bit different from drawing or painting all the time. Then I started looking at lots of colouring implements, and I ended up buying some of these Tumble dual brush pens. I think that they might be a bit wide to use on the colouring book, but we'll wait and see. So these have a brush tip on one end, and they've got a small hard nylon tip on the other end. Because I'd purchased 6 colours, I got given this Tumble storage wallet for free. It's got a Velcro strip across the top to keep it closed, and when you open it up you can see it has elasticated loops to hold up to 12 Tumble dual brush pens. I've been wanting to try out some brush pen lettering, so I'm looking forward to trying out the Tumble pens and getting to know them a bit better. I previously purchased another 2 colours, so now I have a slightly larger range to pick from. You can see the storage case is nice and thin, so I think it could be good for travel because the pens are quite long, so they won't fit in a lot of standard pencil cases. And the last item I picked up was this Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen in black. And this is the B size, which means that again it has the brush tip. I previously thought that I had purchased one of these, only to find that I'd accidentally purchased the warm grey colour, so now I have the black that I meant to buy all along. So that's the end of my little haul. I hope you liked it. If you did, then don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon.